So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharon Whiteman, and it's my great pleasure and privilege to be here with each and every one of you, whether you're here live on our Saturday mornings in Australasia or watching it down the track, which I know these recordings are the gift that keeps on giving, and we're happy and delighted to be here for you. Now, today we're very privileged to have Kevin Robbins. Now, I'll just give you a little bit about his background. Kevin is a world-renowned speaker and one of the most popular trainers in Manatech. Starting in 1994 by working just part-time in his Manatech business, Kevin has grown his business to a significant full-time income. Kevin met his wife, Dawn, on Manatech's cruise to Alaska in 1996. They have two healthy, now grown children, and their Manatech business allowed them to be stay-at-home parents. Following in his father's footsteps, in 2003, he was honored with the highest award the company bestows, the Ray Robbins Giving Spirit Award. He has certainly given generously of his time and skills to Manatech, serving on the advisory council for more than 7 years. He's been the top 100 income earners since 1997. He's earned well over $1 million in Manatech, and that's an outdated figure. And he's been part of the Manatech board of directors since he's associate-based to both U.S. corporate and the board alike. Today, we're going to be talking everything about Manatech as this outstanding business and how you can take hold of it with both hands and start running and change your life. So Kevin, I'm going to sit back, turn my camera off and listen and learn. And thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Sharon and Diana and everyone that is joining us this morning in Australia. I am so glad to be here. As you can tell from my accent, very likely, and as Sharon just said in the introduction, I am from Texas in the United States, and I am going to tell you this morning about Manatech. And this is a company that I have had the privilege of being involved with for almost 30 years. We are actually going to celebrate our 30-year anniversary coming up at an event next month. But the first thing that I think of when I say I've been involved with this company for 30 years is, wow, that really dates me. that makes me feel old. But I tell you what, it has been a fantastic 30 years. I've done so many awesome things, got to meet so many amazing people. I have been able to travel to Australia on several different occasions, and I absolutely love your country. I love Australia. I have not had a chance to visit New Zealand yet, but I definitely will very, very soon. But I tell you what, we're going to talk about Manatech this morning, and let me pull up the presentation. Let me do this. And I'm going to share. Hope all the technology works. It looks like it is. Let me get down here and do full screen. Aha, love it when a plan comes together. So we are going to be talking about Manatech. We're going to, hopefully be able to capture this presentation, and you can use this after the fact to share it with new people, because as I was saying a minute ago, Manatech is a phenomenal company. And so some of you might be tuning in this morning or whenever you're watching and just like, well, who is Manatech? So let me just start off by saying that Manatech is a company that was started with really three initiatives around our products. And number one is quality, providing very high quality products. Number two is science. We want to validate our products with science. And then number three, the most important one, is results. We provide products that get results. Now, I'm going to be talking about all those throughout the presentation, but just as an overview, I like to point that out right in the beginning. And really, let's talk about our scientific focus, because we're not going to talk a lot today about products and about science, but I think it's very critical in the beginning to at least let you understand what our philosophy is, because it's different than most nutrition companies. It's quite different. Because a lot of nutrition companies that are out there are not providing products that are validated by science. Frankly, the results of those products are very substandard. And, the whole concept of just providing high quality nutrition is not the standard in the industry. But that's not been Manatech's approach. So our philosophy from day one is, first of all, we recognize that the body is really, the main character here. The body is the superhero, if you will, and the body's been designed to take care of itself. Our body's been designed, amazing designer, to be able to take care of our body long term. We've got amazing healing capabilities in our immune system, our endocrine system, our communication system, a wonderful design, and our body does the work. However, we also recognize that there are certain nutritional components that are missing from our diet. So while we believe that we are able to find that nutrition in our food, again, we ideally would be able to find that nutrition in our food. What our science recognized, what our scientists wanted to do right from the beginning is figure out, well, what was missing? What's missing from our diet? And then here's the critical one. Here's what really separates us from so many others, is we went out and found the sources of those missing nutrients in nature from food. We didn't create them in a chemistry lab. We didn't, borrow some science or borrow the nutrition from somewhere else. We wanted to go out and find the missing components in nature. And so our products are food-based, they're plant-based, and just that by itself separates us from so many other companies in the world. And then again, last is we validate those. We want to validate our products with science, and we absolutely have tested our products. We tested our science to make sure that we're providing you the best products in the world. And so for 30 years that Manatech has been around, we've not been in Australia for 30 years, but we have been around for almost 30 years, and we have lived up to those expectations over and over again. And, I'm a walking testimony myself, and so many other people are, of how incredible these products are. And again, I'll talk about that a little bit more as we move forward. But one more thing I want to say before we really start this is that we're not just a science company. We're not just a product company. We're not just a nutrition company. But our founders in the beginning set this company up with an entrepreneurial spirit. See, we don't use advertising and the retail market to spread our message. But what we've done is we wanted to include our customers in the growth of the company. And so we have a business model that we take our best customers, those who love our products, that want to share this with other people, to find other people that are looking for optimal health. And we include those people in our business model, and we were able to create an income stream. And again, I'm going to talk about this throughout the presentation, but just as an overview, that's what we're talking about today. A product that is scientifically validated, gets great results, and then a vehicle, an entrepreneurial vehicle, so that you can participate in the growth of this and share this with other people that are also looking for great results. So the first thing I do is I have a short video for us to watch. So let's check this out.
I meet people who are struggling. They're trying to figure out how to make ends meet. They're looking for solutions.
People are frustrated, feeling like they don't have an opportunity to live the life of their dreams.
We had no money. That'll make a husband or a father sit up and take notice. We needed something to change.
You can start out, as a part-time job, but you're working at home. You're not taking on another job where you have to say goodbye to your family and your children and go do something.
My wife and I both are stay-at-home parents, and to be able to be involved in our kids' lives is just priceless.
If you enjoy doing something, it's not a job, it's not work, it's part of my everyday life.
It's about not have to get up with the alarm clock, but get up at your own time and then set your own schedule for the day.
When you get someone that's really hungry that says yes, we're so excited for them because their whole life is going to change right there.
It's not the corporate ladder, it's not climbing up and pushing other people down, it's how many people can I bring with me.
We want people to strive to be better instead of a life of mediocrity.
You have an opportunity to change lives. You have an opportunity to help people become more.
Being able to be part of this experience is incredible and something that everyone should aspire to be able to do.
This to us has been a ticket to freedom. This
to us has been such an amazing opportunity.
All right. I love that video. Hey, I just want to check if you're in the chat, give me a thumbs up or a 1 if the sound quality was really good on that. I want to make sure that I clicked a button that's important. So tell me it's a 1 or give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. Everybody can see good sound quality on that. Sometimes on Zoom, if you don't click the right button, then the sound quality is very poor. So the question is, are you living your best life? Now, it's a huge question, but it also speaks to so many areas of your life. So we talked about health earlier. How's your health? Are you living your best life as far as your health is concerned? Do you get up every morning feeling great? Have plenty of energy throughout the day, and then go to bed at night knowing that you've put the best, the best nutrients in your body to have a very healthy lifestyle. So that's number 1. Are you living your best life as far as your health? How's your finances? Is your finances in a place where it's not something that you're worried about, you're stressed about every single day? Maybe you've got kids and you're thinking about, what am I going to do for their future and college, and you're just worried about finances. Well, would an extra stream of income give you a little sense of confidence to know that you're doing everything you can from a business standpoint for your finances? Let's talk about the purpose in your life. Now, there's a lot of things that speak to purpose, but what would it be like to be involved in a business that provided some real opportunities for some people that are in need, and to know that while you're building your best life, that company was also helping so many other people have the best life that they can possibly have as well. And I'm going to talk about that element as we move through this presentation. So, hang on, here we go. There we go. All right, so let's talk about what we refer to as some mega trends that are happening around the world right now. And we're going to talk about how we can leverage those mega trends. So number 1 is work from home. Now, this really started, this motivation, this idea to work from home started way before the pandemic, but starting in 2020, it magnified 100%. People want to work at home. They don't really want to have that job where they have to go in someplace and put their time in all day long. So this Forbes magazine says that 79 million people around the world want to have a home-based business in the next 5 years. The next one there says the gig economy. Now, this is a little different than just working at home. This is having a business that you can do for yourself, where you're not working for someone else, or maybe you do have a job, but on the side, you start something called a gig business that allows you to build that extra stream of income. And there's a lot of opportunities for gig businesses today. You can get an app on your phone and suddenly you're a taxi driver, whether it's Uber or Lyft or some other service, or you can go pick up some food and deliver it to people, and you're in the food business. And you have your own business in that you can work your own hours, you can work your own times. But I'll tell you that the upside of those type of gig businesses is fairly limited. Most people at the most are able to make, a couple of few hundred dollars. And so again, that's not bad, but I want to talk about a gig business today that allows those same opportunities, but has a much higher upside. And we'll talk about that, about Manatech, as we move through this presentation. Another mega trend is the health and wellness industry. Now, this industry is absolutely exploding today all over the world. It's highlighted there that this industry is a $4.4 trillion industry today. And I'll tell you, when I first started in this business, in the health and wellness business, again, almost 30 years ago, there was an economist, his name was Paul Zane Pilzer, and he talked about that in the future, the health and wellness industry was going to be a $1 trillion industry. And, you know, at the time it was much smaller than that. And so he was talking about it because this is an industry that you want to be in, you want to participate in, because if you're going to have a business, you want it to be in an industry that is growing and it's got an upside. And so I think the future far exceeded what he expected, because today it's a $4.4 trillion industry and it's not slowing down. People want to take responsibility for their own health. And so this industry is absolutely exploding today. And then last is this, the e-commerce social industry, to be able to have a business that's simple, that you can use on your phone, that you can use on your computer. Again, a huge demand for that today. And so we are leveraging all 4 of those mega trends into this business that we're going to talk about today. And so imagine starting a new business that fell into all 4 of those mega trends. I mean, there's some businesses out there today that it might take you 6 figures to invest in that business. There are others that maybe for 5 figures, so for $10,000 or $20,000 investment, you can start a new business. Well, the one that we're talking about today, you can start for only $69. Now that is Australian dollars. That's your Australian, New Zealand fee to get started. And so for $69, you can be in business for yourself and maximizing and leveraging all 4 of those mega trends. Now I'll come back to this at the end, and I'll talk a little bit more about what you get for that $69. But essentially, it sets you up in business. You get your business in a box. You get all the tools that you need to be in business for yourself. And again, that sets you up for a huge amount of success in Manatech. So let's talk a little bit more about Manatech, about who we are, about what we do, and you know, what we've done over the last few years. I'm just kind of minimizing my screen because I can't see over here. Okay, so Manatech, as I've said earlier, I've been in business for almost 29 years, or for over 29 years. We have generated $5.2 billion in cumulative sales. So if you're thinking maybe this is a company, I haven't heard of it, are they a startup company? You know, is this you know, can I trust this information that I'm hearing? The fact that we have sold over $5.2 billion in sales of our products should really let you know what people think about our product line. We have phenomenal customer retention because people take our products and they absolutely get results and they love them, and those sales speak to that. But I said earlier that Manatech has set up an entrepreneurial business model so that our best customers can participate in the growth of the company. And this next bullet point really speaks to that. We have paid out over $2.2 billion with the B dollars in commissions back to our field, back to our partners, back to our distributors who have shared this message with people. Today, it's so easy because you can do it right on your phone. You can do it on the internet. You can share the message. We have amazing videos and content and other information that you could share right online. Back when I started, we had, you know, faxes that I would send. We had things that I would have to make copies of. We had, you know, brochures that we would hand out. And so the business has changed over the last 29 years, but what has not changed is the opportunity to really impact people's lives. And so again, $2.2 billion in commissions is not a small number. And so whether you're watching this today, you know, it's brand new and kind of looking, you know, is this something where I can actually make some money doing this? I would say the answer is absolutely yes, because we paid out a lot of money. And I'm going to talk to you about how we pay that out and why, and how specifically that can impact you a little bit later on. So we're also publicly traded in the United States on the NASDAQ. There's our ticker symbol, MTEX. And again, this just gives us transparency in what we do and what we say. You know, a lot of companies are privately held. And so again, I'm not saying that what they say is a lie or misinformation, but frankly, when you're a privately held company, you can say whatever you want to say. As a publicly held company, we are held to a different standard. And, just talking about our numbers, like 5.2 billion in sales and 2.2 in commissions, those can be validated through looking through all our statements and whatnot, because again, we have to publish everything about Manatech. And so this just gives us, again, more visibility. And I believe it lends to a company that you can trust in what we say and what we do. And so again, we're very proud of the fact that we're publicly traded. We're also a member of the Direct Selling Association, which again is just a huge global network of other direct sellers. And so again, that gives us some credibility. And for you, what matters about that is that that organization has some very high standards for companies to be a part of it. And so, of course, we willingly meet those standards because it's a very good organization. Manatech has what's called a global seamless compensation plan. Now, what does that mean? Well, you're watching in Australia or New Zealand or maybe Singapore or maybe somewhere else right now, and you're maybe considering whether or not this is a business that might work for you. And so, as I've talked, multiple times, this is simply a business that allows you to share with people that are looking for better health, looking for a way to make some extra income, and that allows you to make an extra stream of income. Well, what's unique about it is you don't just have people that you know in your community or maybe online that you know. Manatech is a global company. You can see down there another bullet point says that we're in 30 countries around the world, actually more than 30 countries around the world. And so maybe you know somebody in one of those other countries like South Africa or South Korea or Japan, or maybe over in Europe or in the United States or in Mexico. Again, over 30 countries around the world. Maybe you know somebody in one of those countries. Maybe you don't know somebody in one of those countries, but maybe a friend of yours has spent time in the United States, or has family that lives in Japan, or whatever. Maybe you've got connections in Hong Kong. And so what that allows you to do is people in those countries can buy from Manatech. And because of what we have what's called a seamless global compensation plan, when those people purchase for Manatech, what our computer does is it treats that sale the same as if it happened in your own community or your own backyard. It's all part of our global system, our global network, and you benefit just the same as if, again, they were just down the street. So that's an amazing selling point. A lot of direct sales companies like ours that have different countries around the world, you have to go join again and set up a new distributor system in those other countries. And so there's extra expense. Of course, it doesn't all count towards your business and your leadership that you're trying to do. So there's a lot of downsides to that, but we don't do that. From your one position that you start, you have the opportunity to build a global business. The next bullet point talks about all the patents that Manatech has. We have cumulative over 150 patents that we've attained throughout the years. Today, we hold 94 patents in major global markets. Just that a patent usually lasts for 20 years, and since we've been around longer than that, some of them, fall off from after 20 years. But then we get different patents for different things. And so, why is that important? Because our patents speak to the uniqueness and the quality of our products, and we have a technology that has been recognized by various patent systems around the world that says that this is a unique product. This is a unique application for that product. And again, it's something that allows you to feel like you can trust that product or that scientific technology, if you will. So patents are very important to us. Last is, well, not last, I have one more bullet point. Let me actually say that the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, because that kind of speaks to products. So even if you don't trust necessarily what I'm saying, you don't know me, I'm a guy from Texas, way across the world. Maybe somebody recommended this to you and you're looking at it for the first time, but maybe it makes sense. Maybe some of the things that I'm talking about do make sense. And yet again, you're not totally sure what I'm saying, is fully accurate. You can try our products. You can take any products that you want, a combination, multiple products for 90 days. So you can order them this month and then order them again next month and then order them again the month after that and say, you know what? I don't know that I got the results that I was really looking for. And if that's where you are, you can contact our customer service department, and we have a no question asked full 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and we'll return your money. Now that is a amazing satisfaction guarantee. Most companies at best have 30 days. And even beyond that, a lot of times the only thing that you can return is an unopened bottle. So how well can you try that product if it had to be unopened, or even 30 days? You know, a lot of nutritional applications take more than just 30 days to really work. So we know that, we believe in that, we believe in our technology, we believe in our products, and therefore we offer that full 90-day satisfaction guarantee. And folks, again, we're a publicly traded company. You can see this on our reports. We have less than, pretty significantly less than 1% return rate globally with that satisfaction guarantee. What does that speak to? The quality. If our products didn't work, we would be giving money back left and right all over the world. And we don't. Less than 1%. That's huge. So the last thing I want to say here is we are a company with a social impact. I've got another slide on that. Let me move forward. So I talked earlier about purpose, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but Manitex started a foundation called the M5M Foundation, and we recognize that although we want to impact people all over the world with our products, there are certain people, especially children, in certain parts of the world that are malnourished, that are from poor areas, that are orphans, that they would never have had a chance to benefit from our products. So we started this foundation. And we started, because of a very generous associate, started giving products. We have a specific product called Phyto Blend that actually they are able to mix it in their food, in their rice and beans, in these programs that they have. But we take that Phyto Blend, and we to date from 2015 have impacted we've done 139 million servings of that Phyto Blend to children malnourished all over the world. Now, some of those children are in Asia, some of those are in South America, Central America, South Africa, Africa, in Europe, just all over the world. Today, we support about 100,000 children every single day. So that's just 139 million servings, but we don't just serve a child once. When we get a child in our program, we want to serve them every single day. And so right now we are providing nutrition to about 100,000 children all over the world. Now, how does that work? We don't ask you to make big donations, really any donations to M5M. Of course, you can donate, but the way it works is we set aside a percentage of our sales, not a percentage of profits, but a percentage of our sales, of our total sales for this program. So the way it really works is when you buy products for yourself, that triggers enough a donation that one purchase for you to buy product for you and your family for a month supports a child for a month. So when you buy products for yourself for a month, that supports a child for a month. So think about that. You buy our products for 6 months for yourself, or a year for yourself, or whatever. You've supported a child for that same 6 months, a year. And again, we have many of our customers that have been buying from us for 10 years, for 15 years, we're going to be recognizing some at an event next month that have been buying from us for over 25 years. And each time they buy every month, that supports a child in need. That's pretty awesome. And I said earlier, we're a publicly traded company. You know, publicly traded companies are already worried about their costs and expenses and profits and all that. But you know what? Our company says the kids come first. And so we take a portion from the top line and give to this program. And again, it's just amazing to be a part of it. And you can participate. We've got all kinds of different incentives from time to time where you can maybe travel to some of these places. But just know that what you're doing by just buying these products for yourself really impacts a lot of kids. So I got one more video for you, and then we're going to wrap this thing up.
Manitex, a global leader in the field of health and nutrition, has been empowering people to live their best lives for over a quarter century. We are on a mission to help people live happier, healthier, enriched lives by developing scientifically sound, innovative wellness solutions and fostering a culture where the entrepreneurial spirit thrives.
At Manatech, we believe we provide an environment of positivity, teamwork, personal development, and accountability for people to achieve their highest aspirations.
At Manatech, we believe we celebrate the strength of family and offer a community where every employee, associate, and customer is welcome and knows they belong.
At Manatech, we believe we are committed to provide innovative and scientifically sound solutions to support the wellness of people around the world.
At Manatech, we believe we serve with a giving heart and support each other and our customers with a culture that fosters this spirit throughout the organization.
At Manatech, we believe we are passionate about fighting the epidemic of childhood malnutrition. Our innovative social entrepreneurship model provides a sustainable donation with every product purchased to nourish children around the world through the M5M Foundation. At Manatech,
we believe
in the power
of you.
In the power
of you.
Excellent. So at Manatech, we do believe in the power of you. I love that video. Thank you for letting me share that with you. So again, this is not really a presentation where we're going to talk a lot about products, but I just want to say that our focus is really on providing healthy cells. We have a technology called Ambertose that allows the cells in your body to be as healthy as they can be, provides the proper what's called cellular communication. And I'd love to really dive into that. We could do a whole 45-minute training on just cellular communication, how important that is, how important Ambertose is. But I will tell you a little sneak preview. Dr. Nugent, who you just saw in that video, is actually going to be talking on one of these calls in a few weeks. And Dr. Nugent is going to do a phenomenal job talking about Ambertose. And so that's what that focus is going to be. But I will tell you that, well, again, kind of back to our just general, philosophy is we believe in the cells of the body are so important that if you can provide someone with healthy cells, then those healthy cells will make healthy tissues. And if you have healthy tissues, those will make healthy organs in the body, and you have healthy organs, then you have healthy systems. So ultimately your systems, your immune system, your endocrine system, your communication system, that nervous system, if those are healthy and working properly, then you're going to have a healthy body. But it all starts at the cellular level. And you can reverse that. If you have unhealthy cells that are not communicating properly, then everything I just said in reverse of that leads to an unhealthy body. And so that's why our product Ambertose, providing proper nutrition to your cellular level is so vital and so key. And I look forward to you hearing a little more from Dr. Nugent in the coming weeks. All right. And so let's talk then about just our general product line. Ambertose is our flagship product. I just talked about that briefly, but we've got an entire line of products, very, very high quality, just general nutrition, immune health, fat loss, skincare. So you pick the lane, if you will, of what products look exciting to you to try for your own health, for your family's health. And then let's talk about people that you know in your life that might need better immune support or might need some fat loss that are looking to lose some fat, or that are skincare. Skincare is a huge demand, a huge opportunity, and we've got some great skincare products. And so those products give, first of all, you a great chance to be healthy and your family a great chance to be healthy. But as we're talking about the business perspective, our products give you an opportunity to share, again, some phenomenal products in some different areas with people that are looking to improve their health, improve their immune support, lose some fat, or have great skin. So let's talk about how our business model works. Now, I'm not going to do a deep dive in our compensation plan, but I do want you to understand the difference between the model that I'm talking about today versus the traditional retail model. I think most people understand the retail model. There's a manufacturer, they make some type of product. Those manufacturers get that product to a brick and mortar retail store, and then a consumer comes to that retail store and buys the product, right? That's very, very common. And who makes all the money in that regard? Well, the brick and mortar store and the manufacturer. And there's another part too, but I'm gonna hold off on that in just a second. But what our model does is we take the manufacturer of a product, in this case, it's the line of products that we're talking about today. And our consumers then share through our global online store, share with new customers, people that are again looking for better health, and they are able to share that with those people through the online store. So the way that works is, in the traditional model, how do you get consumers to go to that brick and mortar store and buy products? Well, you do advertising. You have to spend lots of money. In many cases, the company will spend about 40 to 50% of the price of that product on advertising. They put those, they have to hire actors or athletes, and they do television ads or magazine ads or online ads or whatever. And they create a buzz so that you will go to the store and buy that product. Now, who makes the money in that case? Well, the advertisers do. And then again, when people buy from the brick and mortar store, only the store and the manufacturer make money. Well, in the model that I'm talking about, we don't do advertising. We take that same percentage that other companies do, and we pay you. We pay you to share your online store with other people that are looking. Now, some of those you might know, some of them are people you don't know, but they're looking for products that can improve their health. And that's how you make money in Manatech. So let's expand on that just a little bit. There's 3 ways to earn in Manatech. Number 1 is through customer acquisition. So that makes sense. Obviously, if you introduce someone to Manatech, and again, that's all you have to do. And I say introduce someone to Manatech. Manatech, we've got the customer service, the order processors, we've got the whole back-end system. We handle all the taxes, we handle all the shipping, we do all the work. We just need you to introduce a new person to Manatech, and then they buy from us. They don't buy from you. You don't have to buy these products and sell them out of your car or out of your garage. That we buy. We provide the shipping of the products and all that sort of stuff. But when you introduce that new customer to Manatech, you can earn 20% on all your new orders. So that is a very common way that someone can make money through this type of a business. Think about, I'm going to compare this to a gig business. So let's talk about like a food delivery gig business, right? So there's a lot of different businesses out there, but let's say that you work for a food delivery company, and what happens is somebody places an order at a restaurant for a meal that night, and maybe for the whole family, and they don't want to go get it. They use you're a food delivery person on an app, maybe Uber Eats or, one of those, there's a whole bunch of them, DoorDash here in the United States. I don't know what all they have in Australia, New Zealand, but at any rate, let's say that you work for one of those companies, got a gig business. So you go to the restaurant, you pick it up, you deliver the food, and you get paid for that. Maybe they give you a tip, maybe they don't, but you get paid for that, right? So in this case, it's kind of the same way, right? You introduce somebody to Manatech, they buy, you get paid for that. But here's where it's different. So what's really cool is people that buy our products, they tend to buy it next month, and they buy it the month after that. And so we have what's called customer subscriptions, where people buy over and over and over again, and you can continue to earn 20% every time those customers continue to buy the products. Now, imagine working with that food delivery company, right? So you went and got the food, went to the restaurant, you picked it up, delivered it, you get paid one time, that's it. You will not earn from that customer ever again. But just imagine if every time that customer ordered from that restaurant again, what if they sent you a little commission for that? Would that be cool? That'd be kind of cool. That's not the way it works, but it's the way our business works. When you introduce a new customer to Manatech, you get paid every single time they order. That is very, very different from a lot of other gig businesses, but there's more. We also offer team building opportunities to create leverage. Now, again, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about this, but let's go back to that food delivery business. Let's say that thing was really working. You were making money by delivering food. And then this is a really different cool business that we have, that every time those customers order from that restaurant again, you got a commission ongoing from that. So that's really cool. So you know some other people that might want to do that too. And so what if you shared this business opportunity with 2 or 3 other people? So they're doing the same thing you're doing, but now you're making a little commission from all the business that they do. That's in that gig world that doesn't exist. What does exist in Manatech is that same opportunity where you introduce new customers, or what we call new associates, into Manatech. When they buy, you earn commissions, again, 20%, up to 20% when they do their subscription orders. And when they might know some other people who want to do this business, who also want to do the same thing that you're doing, and then continue to grow their teams, you can create leverage that gives you unlimited earning potential in Manatech. And again, we could do 45 minutes on just this business model, but I just want to do a very brief overview today. But when you add all that together, the same amazing opportunity for the customer acquisition with the subscriptions and then team building, that's what makes the Manatech business the ultimate gig in the world, and why I'm so excited to be a part of it through all these years. So it's so easy for you to get started. So easy. Remember, only 69 Australian dollars for you to get started. They tell me it's so easy. It's only 3 clicks away. So right on your phone, we just made that so simple that you can get started on 3 clicks. And then, ultimately, the next move is up to you. Getting started is about using the products, about sharing the technology, and I've talked about that, and then about just growing your team, if that's what you want to do. Now, again, you may be watching this thinking, I just want to take the products. Great. We love customers. We love people that consume our products. And a lot of our customers don't ever share with other people. But if you're looking at this thinking, I'd like an extra stream of income. I'd like an opportunity to start growing a business that could really, take care of me now with maybe that, part-time extra stream of income. But what about a year from now, 2 years from now? Is there any way to grow it beyond part-time? And the answer is absolutely yes. Many of our part-time people can become full-time, own a full-time career in Manatech. And that's really, where my story picks up. And I'm just going to finish just kind of telling the rest of my story. So my dad actually was one that got me involved in Manatech back in 1994. And I have absolutely loved being involved in Manatech. But in the beginning, I did it just as very part-time. I just started sharing the products with people that I thought could benefit. And some of those people shared with some of the people in their life. And, we hardly even had internet back then. It was very just one person to the next. Well, today it can grow much more rapidly because of the internet and because of things online. But again, I just did it person to person. And before I knew it, people were getting results with the products. That's the most important thing. So people in my life, my family, people I worked with were getting product results that were making a difference in their life. And just because of that, they were telling some other people about it. And so I had a part-time income. I had a full-time career at the time. I had a college degree. I was working in corporate America, if you will, what we call corporate America. Never dreamed that I'd be doing Manatech full-time 20 plus years later. But that part-time business just continued to grow. And it got to a point where I decided that I wanted to quit my full-time job, because I didn't really love doing that. And I wanted to do this full-time. And so in about 1996, that's about 2 years after I started, I quit my full-time job, and I've been doing this as a full-time career ever since. And it's been something that's been amazing. I've loved it. As Sharon said in the beginning, I actually met my wife on an incentive trip. We were cruising to Alaska, and she worked for the cruise company, and we met and had a great connection, and ended up about a year later, got married, and we have 2 kids. Almost said had. We have 2 kids that today are 25 and 21. I can't believe how fast they've grown up. But when they were younger and going to school and all their activities, both my wife and I got to be stay-at-home parents, and we got to participate in their lives and just, show up to their events and just be a part of their lives. And, that's a huge blessing to us that we got to be stay-at-home parents because of Manatech. And today we get to travel. My wife and I both love to travel. Just last year, we went to Italy and Croatia and Barcelona, just an amazing anniversary trip. And, we were able to do that because of Manatech and because of this business. And so, I don't know where this business ends up going for you. As I said earlier, maybe this is just something where your best life is just a better health. Maybe somebody in your family needs better health, and these products, or at least you hope these products can make a difference in their lives. I know they can. You might hope they can, but when you take these products, you're going to find that they do. Some of you might be watching today and just think, you know what? I need to have, that extra stream of income. That makes sense to me. And so I tell you, just get started. Use the products. Start sharing with other people, and you're going to see some growth in your business that is completely unexpected. And it's a lot of fun. We get to have a great impact with those kids. And so again, thank you for your time today. I think our last slide, it just says, get with the person who invited you to this presentation, and, tell them that you're ready to get started. Tell them that this is something that interests you. And I look forward to hearing from you and hearing about your success. So again, thank you for watching this morning. And I look forward to seeing your success in the future. Thank you guys very, very much. I will turn it back over to Sharon to close it out if we need to, but thank you.